Hello, everybody. It's Eliz-sha from WisdomSeekers.net. And we're here for the week of May 13th to the 19th. And the first card I pulled was Flow. Go in the flow, right? Just go in the flow. See what happens. See what the cards have to say. Why you should go in the flow. And the first card, the card that it's built upon, is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups, how I often read it is, now is the time to build the future. Choose the colors, bright and shiny and happy. Choose the direction. Choose how you want your future to be. Not to the minute detail. I don't actually believe in that, because the universe has a way of coming in and changing things around. Are we sure we're on?
Yeah.
Because there's nobody's come up.
I know. There's people watching.
Oh, wow.
We're on.
Okay, so nobody said anything. Okay, so then I will continue. Six of you choose your future. It's choose it bright. Choose it. Oh, there you are. Choose it bright. Choose it. It could be even extravagant, but choose it help with great deal of love. And then the next card is love. So we are moving from where we have been into love, into a new world, basically. What covers us is love. And this can be man-woman love, but I think in this case it's more love, universal love. And what's behind us is the Four of Swords, which is kind of a depression. And it's like the whole world has been in a form of depression. It's pretty hard not to be when the world has changed so dramatically within hours almost. But we're getting there. We're moving back into center, where we're starting to find joy and happiness. And that's good. What's coming this week? And this, I kind of have seen this in other places too, is we're going to see clarity. We're going to see things for the truth this week. And I'm going to put this on top of it. We're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate that we're seeing the truth of the matter. And we have spent a great deal of our lifetime believing the mythos. And the mythos is not necessarily the truth about society. So again, as below, so above. But above, there's greater joy. So but in this case, we're moving into great joy. And why are we moving into great joy? Because, and I think we'll take this as the powers that be are starting to understand and break into reality. Instead of being dominant and you are going to be like this, it's, I see what you're talking about. Okay, let's work this out together. Because there's a massive heart opening. And this is for the society at large. And things are going to start to come together for us. This is Six of Pentacles, where pieces of ourselves have come together. So people are starting to see things in a clear light, a light of truth, not just a light of, well, I'd like it to be this way, so I'm going to think it's this way, but the truth. And the truth shall set you free, literally. 10 of Swords. And you'll notice in my deck, anyhow, the swords are all in the back, and he's running towards the sun. So a lot of aches and pains, belief systems are going to be in the past. They're going to still hurt, but you've got the clarity. You're starting to see clearly. And you will move towards the sun, which is seeing things clearly in the light. You're seeing things clearly in the light. Queen of Cups. This is quite a different reading from what I've done for the last 3-4 months. Queen of Cups. Use your imagination. Allow the imagination to well, this is actually intuition, but intuition and imagination can be interchangeable if you do it from the right source. So use your intuition to ferret out which is the right answer. And this is the Strength card. The Strength card is literally rising above your lower nature. So we are going to be doing some heavy lifting this next week. And seeing the truth can be very traumatic. Allow yourself to move into the joy of it, because there are a couple of frustration cards. One is frustration, like how come how come? And this one here is, I know there's a better way, I just can't see it. You're also going to take a great deal of personal courage, but do it in balance. Gather your courage and be in balance and move forward. You may not know the next step. You just take the next step. But the outcome with this card is you know where you're going to go to. You know what you want, and you're going to arrive there. And the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands in this case is end of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle, a lot of change. Things are changing fast. That's a given. Things are changing fast, but we're moving into a balance of the male-female energy, which we haven't had technically for centuries. We've had the domineering dad, you'll do as you're told, governments, etc., or maybe our own father or mother, but we haven't had the balance of the male energy. But it's coming, because we're moving from a very strong male Piscean age to a more balanced, touch wood, Aquarian age. And we have, along the way, we have developed a lot of tools. We have a great deal of tools. We know how to deal with this. The important thing is you love and you do it in joy. Remember, this is a week to go into the flow. And now I understand why this came after rather than before. Opportunity beckons. We're moving into something that is grand. It's big. It's huge. December 21st. I personally feel, and I give a great deal of credence to my feelings, is the last day, is the first day of the Aquarian age. So December 20th is the last day of the Piscean age. We should already be feeling the shift and the change. 14th is the sun eclipse, or the solar eclipse, which we're already in the shadow of the solar eclipse. Obviously, good things are coming. Eclipses always cause derailment, upset, pause, things like that. Surf it. Use it to your benefit. Instead of going under the water, get a surfboard and surf it, or get a sailboat and sail it. Do something to make sure you stay on top of the water, and it will be so much easier. Then there will be people lifting their hands up and asking for help. And it is entirely up to you whether you want to help them or not. But truthfully, at this point, look after yourself. And when it's over and you've got your grounding very strongly, then turn and help these people. All right? Look after yourself first so that you can look after the many later. Good luck. Hello, everybody.
Maria Herrera says hello.
Hi, Maria.
Spirit Feather says, "Hello, ladies. How are you doing? Just wondering if Archangel Michael has a message for me. He popped in before I fell asleep last night."
He was with you during the night. You got a lot of information during the night. You did a lot of work last night. So everything will come clear basically in the coming, well, today will start. And you're a few hours ahead of me and everything. But a lot of things will come clear to you in the next little while. And also just be aware that what's happening, like I just said, surf, because the waves are the energy waves are coming in really quickly. And this is for everybody. The waves are coming in quickly right now, and they're going to be coming in faster. So there'll be less time between waves. So that learning how to surf and survive at this point, the energy shifting is going to be very, very important. You're also going to be one of the ones that help other people survive the transition, because it is going to be so dramatically different emotionally that you will be it's hard for people to shift viewpoints that fast. And you're going to be one of the people that help people shift their viewpoints. Okay, good luck.
Lily Dulo says,
Hey,
"Hi,
Lily.
Janelle. How are you feeling today?"
Pretty good, considering we just woke up about 40 minutes ago, just in time to do the video.
Boy, you coming down to my lap, or can I read more questions?
It's our little boy. He wants more attention.
He always wants your attention.
He's a hog when it comes to attention
And cameras.
and cameras.
Okay, you comfy?
But we can't do anything basically until he's made up his mind.
All right. You know, you owe me so many movies and dinner right now.
Did he have breakfast?
I don't think so. I'll read the next question and go feed him.
Okay, yeah, because he has to eat.
Mama B asks, "Hello, I am trying to apply to an apartment building a few blocks away. They just opened up the waiting list. If I apply, how long will it take me to move in?"
Okay, you're asking the wrong person when it comes to time. You should have asked yesterday with Maria. 6 weeks. I'm getting 6 anyhow. 6 days, 6 weeks, six something. I have a feeling it's more close. It's not very long actually. I do believe you will get in fairly quickly. So be prepared. Have everything ready for them when they call you. And that will make a huge difference about acceptability and things like that. If you have all your documents in a row, have the money that's for down payment that they require, things like that, and I don't see any reason you shouldn't be able to get into a place, and even if it's not to your liking, this design or something, take it for the time being so that you have a place of stability. And so you hear that noise in the background. That's our little boy. When he gets food, he pounces on it, tosses it in the air, jumps on it. He has a great deal of fun with it. It's frozen raw chicken. And he just literally bounces. He just throws it in there and literally bounces on it.
If you've ever seen a horse play, that's exactly what he does.
Yeah.
He plays like he's a horse. He's a silly, silly horse.
And it's quite funny. And I wish we could videotape it because it is quite hilarious.
Quite humorous. One day.
After Mama B.
Yeah, Gabby McMaster asks, excuse me. Hi, nice to see you. Hope you're well. May I please have a message from my angels?
So what they're showing me is you've been working very hard, and they're recommending that you take some time to go for a walk, because they're showing me come stepping back from taking a walk and wherever you want to, along the beach, in the woods, wherever it's comfortable for you to walk. Go for a walk as much in nature as possible. And just allow yourself to take time to integrate the information you have been given, which means when you integrate, you don't think about it. You just allow it to percolate. So allow yourself time to percolate the energy through your body and through your mind. And then it will become yours, and you will be able to utilize it, and you can move on to the next step. Okay.
Camille Harrison says hello.
Hey, Camille.
Lupe C asks, I'm living with Clemencia and her husband. Why do they always watch me in their house and follow me around?
I have to agree with what Maria and said yesterday. Feather said yesterday. There's not a great sense of trust. I don't think having somebody in their house is what they really truly want, and it's not you, it's them, literally. They're just not very trusting souls. If you can find a place and move out that's safe, I would do it. Move someplace where they're a little bit more relaxed about life and things like that. Life is too short to spend with people who are anal.
Julie J asks, hello, lovelies. How will things progress in my current job between now and next summer? Sending you all big hugs. Hope you have an amazing weekend and a wonderful Christmas.
Thank you. Well, we'll be on before Christmas. We'll be on right on through. But yeah, I was actually thinking, because Christmas is sort of canceled in our area of the neck of the woods, we just might come on Christmas Day just for the hay of it. Job. So what they're showing me is a picture of riding a bike. We're riding the bike uphill, and you're doing it, and you're getting there, but it's an uphill. It's uphill journey. You will make it to the point you want to make it to, but it's not. It's one of the old time bikes. It's not one of the new bikes where you can just shift gears and you pedal like crazy. But it's easier. No, this is one of the old time bikes. So you're standing over the bars, and you're pedaling like crazy, standing up. But you're going to make it. And at the top, there is suddenly a level playing field, and things become clear, and you can stop and have a picnic, so to speak, or you can just not coast, because it's not a coasting job, but you just keep on riding, and it's so much easier than the hill. It becomes level. I'd say about 3 months, 2 to 3 months of uphill pedaling before it becomes level playing field. Okay. Good luck. But it's just steady, if you can, until then. So she just found an old donut, Tully's.
Yeah. Sit down. Go sleep.
That's our dogs. They're acting up. I had a dog donut for Tully, and he turned his nose up at the little girl found it, and she'll eat everything.
No, she won't eat everything. She doesn't like fish.
That's true. She turned her nose up at fish. Go figure.
The one thing.
That was probably really good for her.
No. Cucumber pickles. She adores pickles. We can't have a jar of pickles or eat pickles out of the fridge without her going, and with mine.
Yeah, she thinks everything we eat. So sometimes we buy chocolate just so we can eat food without help. And we tell them chocolate, and she gives us this disgusting look and turns her back on us and walks away. She's a very smart dog.
She is. She's the smartest.
But we do have fun with our dogs. We do enjoy our babies.
Okay, moving on. Demetria asks, did Michael reach out to me yesterday because he's no longer cheating on me? Walk away.
Yeah, walk away. If he came back because he is nobody else there for you, you do not want to be that. You do not want to be, well, okay, yeah. Why not go back? You are worth well. You are somebody that is worth the effort to be first choice. Do not choose or allow yourself to be treated like a second or third prize. You are first prize.
Also, if the dude has the goal to cheat on you, you don't want that. You want someone who chooses you first and always.
And not only that, once a cycle is in place, that cycle is going to happen over and over again. You can forgive him 10,000 times, and it's going to happen 10,001 times. Tell him to go find himself somewhere else. You're worth more than that.
Jennifer Schwab says, hello, hope you're having a good day.
We just woke up.
Ish, yeah.
We had trouble. Facebook and YouTube, they just sort of decided to change the way things happen. So we would have been on 10 minutes earlier, except for YouTube changed the way things happened. And I didn't catch it on time. So we were at it's very interesting what's happening. And I'm not.
We have lots of questions.
Okay, I will stop talking.
You don't need to fill in dead air. We've got a lot. Maria Herrera asks, do you see if money is waiting for me? Thank you both.
This time I actually think there is some money coming your way, and it looks like it may be probably not enough to change your life, but enough to make it bright for the next little while. So basically, I think that you're going to find that Christmas is a little brighter than you expected it to be, which is kind of funny because I think your New York area is into a lockdown too, right? So maybe not quite as much as New York, but it's up there.
Kelsey R asks, I want to move into Pullman Point Apartments. Will I be safe? Will I be safe from the apartments being broken into if I install a camera-style doorbell?
Oh. For the first little while, there will be a lot of curiosity from people, not the right kind of curiosity. And I know you're probably not allowed to have dogs there, but if I were you, I get a doorbell that sounds like dogs barking, something like that. Because having a dog, not a big dog like we've got, who sounds ferocious, doesn't mean they are. But it's once they realize that you look after yourself, they will lose interest in you. So having a doorbell, having a system is a good idea, but make sure that it's a system that is kind of loud until the neighbors complain.
Raven Baxter asks, do you see me living with MP if I get my own place soon?
I think that's a very strong possibility. At this moment, that's a strong possibility. So it's worth if you want to do it for that reason. It's worth it, but that doesn't mean that it's a long-term thing. Make sure what you want. Make sure that what you want is what's good for you. Okay? Because I think it would be fun. I think you'd have a lot of fun. But I'm not sure if you're looking for long-term, if it would be a long-term thing.
Miriam M says, hi. Lily Dulo says, these cards really resonate with me, or I feel like they resonate. I feel that like truth is shouting out loud, truth set you free.
Truth shall set you free, yes. The spirit out of the Spiral Tarot, I like them a great deal.
You've been using them for years.
Years and years. They actually don't listen to me all the time. And they come up and they'll tell people different things than I've told them. And I just sort of, they have their own mind.
Paris Q asks, will I ever get pregnant with Mike?
Yeah, you will. And the funny thing is, it's probably going to be a little boy, and you're going to probably call him Mike. Or a form of Mike,
Miriam M asks, any messages from my guides? Thank you.
This is interesting. Right now they're scooping you up and they're holding you. It's that poem Desiderata, I think it is, where they talk about the footsteps of and when you look back, there's only one footstep. It's because Jesus has picked you up and carried you. Well, it's like your guides are picking you up right now, and they're carrying you through the heaviness of what's been going on for you, and just enjoy it. If things feel a little less onerous and you feel a little safer, enjoy it, because they're doing it for you, because you have worked. You've done a lot of work, and they're very proud of you. But you're also very tired, and honestly, it is time. It is a good time for you to accept extra support.
Next.
Yeah.
Georgie Warwat asks, hello, Eliz-sha. How are you doing? Any messages from my guides?
So again, I guess this is the emphasis of the day. It is time to look after yourself. It is time to put yourself first. I don't see you being carried. I don't see you walking in the woods. I see you out there sort of doing a jig, dancing, having fun, relaxing your mind. Relax your mind and allow things to, and again, this would be part of the same message that we're getting. Time to integrate. Integrate. Allow, you've worked hard. Everybody obviously has been working very hard. Now is the time to just integrate and sort of coast for a little while. That you know, if you have if you're having trouble meditating, go on Google and get a chant or something like that. Not one that has a interruption with a stupid ad in it. But find yourself music that you can live with, that you can dance to, that you can dream with. Find something that gives you pleasure and allow yourself to be happy. Or if you can't be happy, allow yourself to be neutral and drink a cup of tea.
Another thing you can do is date yourself. Take yourself out for coffee and a nice lunch, or go to the movies by yourself. Have a date with yourself. Have a relationship with yourself.
That's a unique way of putting it, but yeah. And with your older, like me, that would be very difficult. But I see more and more people going out and sitting in a restaurant, eating by themselves, maybe pulling out a good book and reading. And I think it is reliance on oneself, happy with being who you are. But go for it. Enjoy being you. Okay.
Jasmine J. We'll get right to you, Jennifer. Asks, is Emiliano missing me?
Emiliano is missing you. He's not. He doesn't feel like he's about to tell you that, but yes, he is missing you. And he's trying to be a man about it. And no, I don't feel that way. But yeah, he does. He's missing you.
Jennifer Schwab asks, my black cat Spooky, his mom Duchess, and his sister Luna were exposed to a bat that flew into our porch. He was pawing it like a toy. We have to quarantine them for 30 days. Do you see them being okay by January?
I actually do see them okay. Not all bats are
rabies.
Have rabies, though a great deal of them do. That's true.
She does add they were worried about rabies, even though there was no blood. The cats and bat may not have bitten each other. Thank you so much.
I don't think the cat did bite it. I think the cat was just playing with it. But even yesterday when you talked about it, I didn't see rabies. But you do have you have more stuff going on with your animals than we do with ours.
Estella asks, hello ladies, what's coming for me in love in 2021?
I think it's going to be something you're really going to enjoy. At least the energy is that of very positive energy of, I think 2021 is going to be a good year for you.
Esther Bardwa asks, hello, is there any relationship coming to me next year?
Again, it seems to be a good year. The energy is light and cheerful. I'm not going to read too much into it right now because I haven't tapped into the year 2021. I know it's going to be different. I know it's going to be quite different. I'm just not 100% sure how it's going to be different. And I don't want to tap in and say, this is what's going to happen until I know. But I think it's going to be a good year for most people. We're moving out of the dominant male papa era into a more general we era, and so there's going to be a lot of things that will change, and they'll change in a very positive way. But like I said, I am not 100% sure how that change is going to take how that change is going to affect us yet, and how the relationships are going to be in 2021. I mean, of course, they'll be fairly similar to what we are, but the energy of that change, I think, might be quite different. And there might be more cohesiveness or togetherness with that. Okay.
Erica Brooks John asks, blessings, Eliz-sha and Elle. I pray all is well with the both of you ladies. My question is, what do my spirit guides have for me? Thank you and namaste.
Again, it's a continuation of what I was saying earlier. But with you, it's peace, it's quiet, it's calm, because they showed me a canoe. And to me, when I used to go canoeing, it is a very calm, quiet, introspective. You get to look at the water moving by, the deep water, the shallow water. It's sort of like a meditation. So it's looking after yourself, allowing yourself to integrate all the information you have gathered up to now, but do it in your case, you want to do it in a way where you are using your body in a continuous motion, right? So it could be walking or whatever. But if you are into canoeing or anything like canoeing, where you have that continuous motion of the paddling, that is something I would recommend, that you do that, because it's for you. It gives you peace, it gives you calm, it gives you quiet to be by yourself. And that is the big thing, is you want to be by yourself outside of the influence of other people's auras. And so if you're on a lake, there's at least, you can have more than 15 feet away from other people's auras. And usually auras will reach out at 15 feet. So if you can get out of other people's auras, that would be a really good idea. Just so that you have time to integrate and become who you are more so. And that was a very long explanation to say not very much.
Lori Dodson asks, hello,
hey,
sending love and light to you and yours. I have been on vacation this week, and well said, as always, Eliz-sha.
Oh, I'm really glad. You really needed a break.
Lily Duo says, I have an exam by end of month, which feels life-changing in my career. Can I pass it? Last year I didn't.
I think you're going to ace it this year. You know what to study now. You know, you've been doing the studying. I think this time it is time for you to move forward. And so this time I do believe you're going to do fine.
Lori Dotson asks, any messages from my guides? Portal 121220 It will be awesome. I feel all masks are off.
Yeah, it would be great. Uh, I think a lot of things like that are happening. That we are moving into a new life, and it's going to be a little bit of a shock to the system because it is different. It won't happen immediately. We do have to allow certain things to die away, to accept the change, etc., etc. But things are moving and shifting. For you specifically, I see you coming out of a cocoon and flying like a butterfly. So things are moving in a really positive direction for you. Keep it up. You deserve it. And I think life is going to become, and I'm going to put it this as politely as possible, as easy as you allow yourself to make it. Okay? So life can become very good for you, and I don't see any reason why it shouldn't, because you're a wise woman, and can choose to take the easy road out. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with the easy road. Okay.
Yasmin Fox asks, hold up. Jesus, I just saw it. There we go. Hi, Angel messages for me. Thanks.
From Angel? For Jasmine?
Yeah, Yasmin Fox.
Okay, this came through really clearly. They said simply take the high road. And I think you know what that means. And they're suggesting that you take the high road all the time. You take the high road, they'll be there to support you. They'll support you anyhow, but they'll be there to support you through going down the high road. And the high road usually means allowing other people to do their thing, even if they're wrong, and don't buy into it. So good luck. It may not be easy, but the high road is your fastest road.
Bethany Campbell asks, greetings all. Thank you for taking my question. Major physical transformation happening, and I would like to know what my guides, like angels, are saying about it.
You're right.
About what's happening to me.
There is a huge physical shift going on, and I'm in the midst of it myself, and I haven't got full clarity, but I've been sleeping for 3 days straight. I don't sleep hardly at all. I have been doing nothing but sleeping, and it is major physical transformation. And like I say, I haven't got the whole 10-4 on it, or whatever they say, but I do know that when I come out the other side, things are going to be quite different physically. And I will ask specifically for you, though. So first, it's going to be halting, like really slow, and you're going to get frustrated. And then one day you're just going to notice that what was bothering you before no longer bothers you. And unfortunately, it's a game of patience. Things are going to work for you. They may appear to get worse first, but that's just getting rid of certain things, but we're moving into a new age. And again, you've done your work, and you're going to reach the bounty of it. It's not, but physical transformation is a lot harder because than spiritual transformation, because you have to actually move the physical body around. You have to go against your belief systems and things like that, and but it can be physically painful because things are moving out that you've become accustomed to, and it's going to change your future enough that it might be a little bit frightening. So just say yes as often as you can, and go for it. And trust that you deserve the best. Okay?
Jennifer Schwab says, I love your dragon brooch. It's really cool.
No, thank you. I kind of like them too. I've got a plethora of them.
Stella Lopez asks, hello, will Mario and I get back together?
Okay. I got a very strong and very powerful, not likely. And if you do, know that it's probably wiser to go forward than to go back, is what I'm getting basically. So move forward from Mario. And if you can move forward from Mario, not the first guy, maybe not the second guy, but probably the third guy is going to be somebody worth moving forward from. There will be more balance. There will be more logic, happy logic. More things will be more balanced if you can move forward. Okay. I apologize for that.
Patricia Scowen asks, readings from my angel, please, Eliz-sha. I hope you're feeling stronger.
I had an eye infusion a couple of days ago, and actually feel really quite good. It made a huge difference. Again, it's time to lighten up. It's time to not ride on your laurels, because you're never going to do that. But it's time for you to enjoy yourself a little bit more. And they show me dancing, but you're not dancing alone. You're actually dancing with one of your angels. And it's quite, very, very, maybe you're not dancing with a human being, but you're not alone, basically. And I have a hunch that where you're at, there's very few people who are at the level you're at, and it makes it very difficult for you. I feel that there's a lot of loneliness where you are at, because you don't have, well, for instance, Ella and I, we are basically on the same energetic level. So we're not, she's my daughter, but I'm not alone, so to speak. But I feel that you have a lot of energy where you are alone, and you might have a lot of people around you, but you don't have people who are energetically on the same level. what they're saying is they're there for you, and they are energetically on your level, and they're more than willing to help out as much as possible. Having said that, in the future, there is somebody coming who is on your level. Okay, and more than likely, it is a romance interest. Okay, good luck.
Seven Ocean Skies asks, hey, can I get a guided reading for my next 2 months?
Thanks. I feel like this might be more of a personal one-on-one reading, but maybe I'm wrong.
I can give you, if you go to my website, I do one written reading, which would encompass that much better than
And what a 2-minute reading that we do here.
yeah. But I can give you a general. But 2 months. It's like a year or so nowadays. So it's a little bit. So what I can tell you for a week would be worth a month usually in usual time, but time is speeding up. So just know that I go with the flow. Things are going to change from one day to the next. You're going to, as long as you can keep your head above the energies and don't allow yourself to get sucked under by something that comes as a shock, you should be fine. And I think the majority of it is that you're going to be not just fine, but you're going to do well. I assume, I'm thinking there are just little hiccups here and there, which everybody goes through, right? Everybody has hiccups. So as I say, and I do a one written for $35. I do a 5 short questions for $50. And you can spread them out or ask them all at one time.
We also, I believe, Elizabeth, she might not be doing it.
She is doing it.
Is it? Okay. She offers a year-long reading.
It costs quite a fair amount, I think.
It takes quite a bit of energy.
It takes hours.
I believe around 100, might be more, might be a bit less, but around $100 price range.
Right, and I don't think we have it on our thing.
I will have to double check.
I think in that case, I would recommend you go to Dreams and Visions and talk to her directly, because it's not that I don't want. It's not that she's not on my group, but she hasn't got Wi-Fi, and until she has Wi-Fi, I just ask people who want readings from her to go directly to her, because it's a little harder to go back and forth. And but I know people who get them every year. They come back and they'll tell her how right she is every year. And this would be going on 3rd or 4th year that she's been offering it. It is worthwhile. And it's not, for the amount of effort and the amount of correctness in it, it's cheap, very cheap. As a general rule, Wisdom Seekers is cheaper than other areas, people who are comparable to us. We keep our prices down, though we could probably easily charge $300 an hour, because our accuracy rate and things like that is pretty decent. But we keep our prices really low.
Seven Earth Princess asks, can I get career reading, please? Thank you.
So interesting. This is really nice. I'm getting very positive answers today, and quite often I'm not expecting it. So I've been couching the words slightly differently, but I got a very strong positive feeling for you that things are going to. There's a shift coming, and it's sort of, you're going to be going along, and it's sort of like boom, a little bit of a. It's unexpected. And it's sort of like bang. Take advantage of it, because you may be offered a position. Say yes. I'm recommending you say yes. It may not be the position you want. It may not be in the direction you want, but but say yes to it. And things are going to brighten up for you.
Lori Dodson says that would be a great Christmas gift. I'm assuming the
Dragon.
It's
a little late though.
Yeah.
I sent something out 2 weeks ago, and it to California, and it hasn't arrived yet.
Patricia Scowen says, sorry you have all of this with your lovely cats, Jennifer. Please stay positive, say your prayers, and I'm sure all will be well. Send out as much love as you can.
I think Spooky, I do believe Spooky is going to be part of your life for a while.
Lori Dotson says, have you made a fairy necklace for your fairy yet?
Not yet. I've been actually sleeping for days.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what the heck's going on. I never sleep. I mean, if I get 5 hours, I'm wow. But I've been sleeping. I slept the clock around last night, more than the clock around. And only reason I woke up for 11 was because my daughter says, "Hey, Mom, we got to do the weekly."
Tanya Broadway asks, "Hi, can you enlighten me to why my family is so angry?"
I think it's fear. Anger is usually a fear. They new things are happening in their life. They cannot handle it. They don't know how to handle it, and they become very angry because it's new, and they don't know how to deal with new. The only thing you can really do is just breathe deep many times and listen to what they have to say, and then don't say you're going to do it their way, but don't say you're not going to do it their way. Okay, until they start you just say, yeah, that makes a great deal of sense. I understand what you're saying. Okay, so but don't promise them that you're going to do it their way. Just say, yes, it makes a great deal of sense. I understand what you're saying. And just go with it. And after a while, their anger will settle down. Things will never go back to the way they were, because we're moving into a new age, and the new age brings new energy. And when they settle into the new energy, they will be more understanding and caring. All right. In the meantime, don't say no, but don't say yes. Just, I understand. That makes a great deal of sense. And that doesn't promise them anything. It's just, you hear what they're saying. Okay.
Lori Dotson says, I had a vision. I call it Dragons versus Idiots. LOL. Lily Dulo says, but isn't it 1 p.m. there? You woke up now? It's
12:30.
12:30.
I woke up at 11 or 10 to 11, and then I had trouble with YouTube because YouTube switched things around on me. Yay. But Facebook and YouTube have been changing things. I think they're of the old guard and they're afraid they're losing, and so they're trying to
we
gain
have
control. Okay,
we have still a few questions to
Okay.
answer, and we're close to the hour mark.
Yeah.
Cassie Sue asks, "Hi, hello, ladies. Just curious if my guides have any messages for me. Thank you so much. Happy New Moon eclipse as well."
Okay. So they're showing me you under the full moon, and the word they're giving me is revel in the full moon. The full moon is your energy. There's something coming for you that it's eclipse, right? Which means change. But the full moon, or the moon on the 14th, they're telling me to enjoy it, enjoy the moon, the energy, the shift, and they're not giving me specifics. They say you already know the specifics, but they're saying this is your time. Get out there and absorb the energy, utilize the energy after you integrate it. Don't rush the integration, but yeah, this is a good time for you. And I think it's a good time for most light workers because we've all done a heck of a lot of work, and we're all moving into something new, and it's going to be bright and shiny. I also believe, and this is not from the guides, that we are the ones that are going to help everybody understand what's happening. So we have a lot of work ahead of us. So enjoy right now, because we're going to be working very hard to keep everybody happy.
Maria Herrera says, "Thank you both. I live in New Jersey next to New York." Gabby McMaster says, "Thank you." Shanu asks, "Hello, all. Curious if the work I am putting into myself to improve internally, externally, is really moving forward."
Yes, it is. It's like sometimes it doesn't show up until suddenly go, oh yeah, that didn't bother me at the least. I didn't even notice it. It doesn't show up. You won't see it until something happens and it goes straight over your head because somebody was being a real a-hole and you missed it. And then you know you've done a lot of work. Yes, your work. Yeah, and your guides are there going, of course you're doing well. Yeah, of course. They're right there with you, by the way. And they're big and they're strong and they're powerful and they're supportive. So when you have problems with others, know that you are not alone and they will help you as much as possible. But yes, you're doing a great deal of
Jenny Jones asks, "Hi, ladies. Does Miss D from my child's school have good intentions? I have trust issues and I'm never sure."
I suspect in this case that you should pay attention to your trust issues. I had the feeling right off the bat that what you're feeling has validity. So be very careful. Be careful how you treat it. Watch your language. Watch your because if she is your daughter's teacher, at this year she has power. But regardless of what teachers think, none of them are saints. They all have to deal, and with a child pushes somebody's buttons, they will push that person's buttons, and they will be, regardless of what they think. But they are the teacher and the principals and everybody like that. As a general rule, will support that person first.
Georgie Warwatt says, thank you, ladies. Keisha W. asks, will I be having a family in the future with Brian?
I see you with a family. I see you with a family that you love, and you're fun. They're fun, and they get into mischief, but not mean. I mean, just normal kid stuff, and it's a good family. I am not 100% sure that Brian is part of that family. There is somebody, and it's a good person. It's a person with laughter in their eyes and laughter in their voice, and a good parent. I am not 100% sure it's Brian. I'm sorry.
Georgina G. Apologies asks, is Isabel lying to me about being a victim of a home burglary?
Burger.
You
Okay,
know the word I'm
we
trying
know
to
what we
say.
You
the
messed me up
past.
there.
I messed myself up.
Yeah.
Burglary. There we
You
go.
got it. Almost.
Almost.
Close enough.
No cigar.
No cigar. I think she has, but I think it's grown in her mind to be bigger than it was. And so I wouldn't put it down as a no, but I don't think it's, as I say, I don't think it's quite the same. It's not what it had. I'm sure there are a lot of things grew and became bigger in her mind than what really happened. So treat it as if it's a yes, but be aware that a lot of it has grown in her mind, and I think it's created enough fears that she would be wise for her to deal with if she can.
Kimberly W. asks, is Miss Mejia involved with witchcraft / Santeria?
Santeria. I'd like to say yes. And if that's the case, you want to walk away as far as you can and put quietly as you can. I've had my dealings with Santeria. They have it's more of a religion, but they still do try to control other people's lives. And the part I've had to deal with them is counteracting their energy. So I don't have a great deal of respect for it. But I kind of think she maybe dabbles a little bit. Walk away.
Layla Q asks, will video surveillance help me from any intruders in the home where I plan to move?
Yes, I'll just go with yes.
Maria Y asks, does the Pisces man miss us?
Actually, yes, he does. Whether that changes the energy or not, I don't feel that it's quite there yet. But yeah, there's a sense of loss, a sense of loneliness. But not yet. Okay.
Kayla VP asks, I finally found a place that I'm interested in. Are there any cockroaches in that place?
Just buy a can of Raid.
You know what? Once there's cockroaches in a place, you can't ever get rid of them. They're a pain in the butt. But I lived in Mexico, and there were cockroaches almost every place we lived.
It doesn't matter how clean you get the house, if you leave food out or not, there will be cockroaches.
They just are. And we had in one house, we had the little guys that came through the sewer. In the other place, we had big honking
Giants.
things like that, and they flew near the ceiling. You'd think they were a damn bird. They were so big. It's just a matter of adaptation. So if you're in the city, chances are there's going to be cockroaches. And with you ask that question, you're in a place where there are a lot of cockroaches, chances are, yes, there will be. Get cockroach.
Get raid.
No, you can buy cockroach traps, I believe.
Yeah.
And just
I mean,
just make it part of your routine.
we don't necessarily need to keep a lot of them alive. They're going to outlive the atomic
Yeah, it's not it.
so
I'm not. Yeah, just if you catch a cockroach, just say a prayer to the universe. I apologize for taking this upon myself on this life, but really, yeah, they have a hive mind. It isn't. It's not like you're killing an individual.
Divine Empress Tarot 1111 asks, "Will I meet God, hear Him, see Him?"
Honestly,
you look in the mirror, you see him.
That's
You
right.
listen, you hear him.
What
You-
you're asking is, are you going to reach enlightenment? And the answer is yes. But God, this is a piece of God. This is a piece of God. Everything, we do not exist without God, universal energy. God is not a white dude sitting in the sky with a long beard, or a black guy with a beard. That is not God. That may be a God, but it's not the God. So if you're wanting to meet the God, you already have. If you're wanting to meet a guide who is higher vibration than we are, that too you will do eventually. It's quite easy, actually. You just calm the mind, don't think, and listen. And they will, your higher self will come in, or other people's higher self will come in, and they are on what we mere humans would class as a level of God, a higher, because they vibrate higher than we do. But you've already met God. You are a part of God. Just know that you are already worthy.
Sorry, someone said that when checking out our website and looking to book a reading with you, the screen went black, and it looks like it did. We will reach out to
Our webmaster.
and ask him what's going on. But
You can go to Wisdom's. You can go to you can go to Eliz-sha Keating. That's the Black Panther with a white moon behind it, and talk to me directly, and I can help you with that.
Bethany Campbell brought this to my attention.
Thank you very much, Bethany.
Etha says, "Thank you so much." Lily Dula says, "I'm studying a lot. It is very important for me, though. Thank you a lot." Shivinder Cure asks, "What is up with CM getting up and watching me cook?"
CM?
CM, yeah. Is she just nosy?
I think she likes your company. I think she likes the camaraderie. And what I get is she's tasted your food and she likes what you do and she'd like to know how to do it and because which she misses the ingredient that you put into it that makes it taste good. You put love into it, and so she doesn't understand why your food tastes so much better than her food. And I think she just kind of curious, kind of likes you. I don't feel any great maliciousness.
Erica Brooks John says, thank you, Eliz-sha. I do feel peace when I'm at the water, being an Aquarius. Also, happy holidays.
We will be on. Huh? It looks pretty bad, eh?
Yeah, let's finish.
Yeah, no, I got
finish
it.
the questions.
Mm.
Okay.
We should do B Erla. Hi B.
Yeah, but there's other questions.
Okay.
above.
Okay.
Lori Dodson says, I feel ya. I understand completely. Thank you for sharing your time and energy with us. Well, Eliz-sha, I've been sleeping for 3 days myself. Jennifer Schwab says, thank you, Eliz-sha, for helping me feel better. I love them so much. I feel my male cat Spooky is my black male cat Spooky for many years ago that passed away. I loved him so much. I felt he came back. I may be wrong, but I felt very attached to him when he was coming around my home with his mom and sister, maybe because of memories. I feel very attached to all three of them so quickly.
Yeah. But you're just a loving soul too, you know that.
Tatiana Rosdoko asks, is Pantelis flirting with someone else? We're trying. We recently met on a distance and live long distance from each other.
So you're having trouble accepting that what's going on. I think that the distance has a problem for him, and it's not that he wants to be that way, but he's quite a physical person, and he likes to have the physical contact, so it makes it a little difficult for him to be. It makes it a little difficult for him to be constant because he wants the tactile as well.
Bethany Campbell says, many thanks to your soul, moving forward in faith and trust. Exciting times, but surely challenging. Blessings always. Namaste.
Oh, very challenging.
Jennifer Schwab says, Eliz-sha, I also have felt low energy and tired. I feel dreamy at times, like I'm in two energies or back and forth. I've been trying to ground, take it easy with the weird energies. I'm working on TLC.
Yeah, and I think right now it's because we're shifting and changing. Just know that when you get to the other side and we stand up and are ready, we'll A, have a lot of work to do, and B, we're not going to be the same as we went in.
Champagne C says,
Hey,
hey,
Champagne.
Eliz-sha and Elle, glad to see you. Can we do a quick check-in on how Angel is feeling presently after seeing each other yesterday? Thank you.
I think he's discombobulated all the heck because you just threw him for a loop. It's just his energy is sort of scattered, like he didn't expect to feel so intensely. And because of that, it's like he's kind of exploded and his energy is everywhere and pieces of himself have not come back together yet. He's still thinking. I'd give him a good week to ground and realize He didn't realize how intensely he felt about you. And so, that's the thing. He just didn't realize. That dog. He snores. Uh,
Joy, peace, and love says, "Hey, ladies, how are you doing? Sending love, sending you positive energy."
Thank you.
Lori Dawson says, "The visit from you ladies would be a great Christmas gift. The dragon brooch is a great idea too." Joy, peace, and love.
They take very little resin to make, and they're fun.
Joy, peace, and love asks, "Can I ask what my guides have for me for the rest of the month?"
Again, they're saying the same thing that many people are. Take time for yourself. Look after yourself. Allow yourself to integrate, because there's a lot of integration going on right now. And it's not just from the past, that learning, but and I just realized this. So people who've listened, who I've told this to, it's also because we're bringing stuff in from the future. So everybody I said, look after yourself. Know that that's part of what you're doing, is bringing stuff into the future. It's like we're knitting things together. So it'll be easier transition.
Shanu says, "Wow, beautiful. Thank you." Jenna Preston asks,
Hey,
"Hello,
Janet.
my dears. Do you foresee things getting better for me in the coming year? I've noticed one memory changes in hubby over the last bit."
I do suspect that you're going to. I suspect things are going to shift dramatically for you, unfortunately. Getting through that stage will not be easy. Once you're through that stage, life should become a little easier for you.
Jenny Jones says, "Thank you so much." Kesha W says, "Thank you." Patricia Scowen says, "Hope everyone is feeling better being on here today. So much beautiful healing energy." B. Erla asks, "Hey, Eliz-sha and Elle, may I ask if Jeff is going to reach out to me soon? Thank you." So thank you both.
So he went into a nosedive and got scared, which is typical male energy when it comes to relationships, that when they start to feel really caring. And he's got a logic going on. You're in Germany. He's not. I don't think he can leave you alone. So, yeah, he's going to reach out to you. Be patient. Don't reach out to him. Not until closer to, and then you can reach out and wish him happy Yule. 21st of December is a big date. So the communications is not stopped. It's just resting for the time being. Okay, and I'm sorry for that. But relationships are difficult, and working through them often are very difficult.
Lori Dodson says, "I've seen a huge cockroach play dead in Florida. It walked until I turned the light on. It stopped and then turned over like it was dead." At least you didn't eat it.
Yeah, she ate hers.
Yeah, I ate a live cockroach. It was quite delightful.
It was not. She was like 8 years old at the time. She still talks about it.
It's kind of traumatizing, feeling the wiggly legs every time you crunch down, tickling your cheeks. Okay?
She had Cheetos, and she went into the bag.
Doritos.
Or Doritos, whatever. It went into the bag and
I wasn't paying attention
to
what was living in the bag.
She was more intent on the TV.
No, it was out with the Ipico.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay, then really in the wilds.
Yeah.
And
it was a brand new bag too, like a day old, and it was in a lockbox.
So the Ipico is it's
ranch.
It's a what? It's a
basically
ranch, but it's basically
farm.
farm.
ranch.
Yeah, they don't do the same. They don't have things like that in Canada and the United States, honestly.
Mm.
But it's basically, it was a place where horses were boarded, and you could ride and do events and things like that.
Yeah. Okay, we're almost done because I'm hungry.
We haven't had breakfast yet. We got up and we did.
Lori says, I'm dreaming I'm on a beach.
Good place to be.
JJ says, hey. Champagne. JJ says, sending all love. I have a question. Do you have any messages for me regarding finances in 2021?
For a little while, the money's going to fly out. And I think, I'm not sure if that's anything you can control or not. But after it flies out, after you put money out, it does look like money comes back to you. So try and be very, very careful about expenditure for the first little while in 2021. Because it showed me money with wings flying away.
Tatiana,
Hey, Tatiana.
Butko says, thank you. Jeanette Preston says, thank you so much. I'm just so exhausted as it is with all the things going on in my family. I just need a break. Don't we all?
Yeah. I think you should seriously consider allowing him to move. Whether that's something you're interested in or not, but 24-hour help may be more beneficial for both of you, and you can visit every day, sort of. Well, after the COVID crap is out of the way.
May it end soon.
I think it's going to end. I think 2021 is going to see the end of it.
Lori Dotson is having a fun chuckle with, wow, how did it taste?
Oh, cheese flavored.
JJ says thank you, and we'll end with Jennifer Schwab saying, thank you, ladies, for your time and energy. It was so nice to spend time with you on here today. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Hugs and namaste.
Plan on it. Thank you, and you too. And good luck with Spooky. I do think Spooky's going to be an old cat before Spooky decides to actually leave.
And the other two, mom and sister too.
Yeah. Well, with Spooky's fine. The other two are fine.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just saying they're also grouped into here.
Yeah. So good luck and good luck. So that's it.
Jenna Preston says, not yet with him. He's still okay. It's more with my worries on mom right now.
Oh, okay.
And Jennifer Schweb says, thank you so much, Eliz-sha.
Okay.
Okay, now that's it. Let's go. I'm hungry.
Feed me, Seymour.
Your mom is stressed too. I think that makes it worse. And she doesn't want to be a burden. And because she doesn't want to be a burden, she makes it into more of a burden. And I think that's just, things are just going to play out, unfortunately.
Are you up for one more?
Sure.
It's a grieving mother.
Oh, okay.
Love Light asks, hi, is there any messages from the child I miscarried?
Okay. Your child is fine. You're the one that hurts. And the child says that the child's coming in on such a high vibration that it had to first touch bases with you to get hold of that vibration, but it couldn't stay because the vibration was not, he couldn't balance down to it. But now he's got that vibration. So you will become pregnant again. And this time the child will be able to stay. It will be, I doubt it'll be an easy pregnancy because the child's vibration is quite high. But I think it's going to be a worthwhile pregnancy. but the child sends a great deal of love. It feels really powerful and all encompassing. Child has, you didn't lose the child. It is part of your pregnancy is like 2 pregnancies long, basically. It is part of the same process. So don't feel grief, because the child's coming back, and it is just a process. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, because the child has no intentions of leaving. You are the chosen one.
Love Light says, thank you. That gives me hope. Lori Dotson says, I just got goosebumps, Eliz-sha. Wow, big energy.
Yeah, big energy. Kid coming in with that much power gave me goosebumps. There's big things coming for the world.
Be Airless says, thanks so much, Eliz-sha. My birthday is going to be next Sunday, and we haven't been communicating for some weeks now. I was just wondering.
I think he's scared. People get scared, they back off. Remind him it's your birthday coming up. I don't know how you do it. Just do it in a gentle way, like you use Instagram, put a birthday cake up with the date on it, things or something like that. And happy birthday to me, so that he remembers. Okay.
And with that, we're hungry.
Yeah, we are.
So
This is sparkling water, by the way. It's not pop. Bubbly.
So namaste. Now let's go. Feed me some
Namaste. And I got to feed her. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just
Okay.
Let's go. I'm really hungry here.
Namaste. Thank you, everybody, and it's been a really good day. There you go. Bye.